Hi guys. In recent times, a lot of people have been moving from the UK to Canada. A lot of people are moving, like a lot. And they don't know that Canada and UK not be the same thing. Especially when it comes to home ownership and renting a house in Canada. It's different from the UK. Like, it actually choke. And I remember when I moved to Canada, one of the things that I did was I bought a house very, very early. Like in my first 6 months or 7 months of being here, we already bought our home, right? And it choke. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of renting and owning a home in Canada. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, hi there. My name is Obehi. I'm a social worker. I live here in Regina, Canada. And on here, I share some social work tips, some lifestyle content, and some vlogs here and there. If this is something that you like, do well to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so whenever I post a video, you'll be the first to know. And like this video, please. It helps the algorithm. And share with your friends that might find it useful. And to my OG, guys, alpha, please drop in the comment section. Just check in the comment section. Put a heart emoji in the comment section so I know that you watched today's video. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So first off, one thing we need to know is that buying a home and renting a home, both of them have their own pros and cons. And this would definitely be dependent on your plans, your long-term plans in Canada. So it basically depends on your finances and your long-term plans here in Canada. So let's talk about some of the pros of owning a home. Now, when you own a home, you are building equity. So let's say, for example, your house is $450,000. Here in Canada, you'll be required to drop 5% on that house. So you are putting a drop down of 5%. So that 5% that you drop is equity in the house. And whatever you pay as mortgage is equity. So at the end of the day, if after 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, you decide that you want to sell that house, whatever you have paid is equity that you can pull out of the house, and that is your own personal money. But if you are renting, if you like, pay your rent on time, all through the time that you stay in the house, the landlord will not even, in fact, if you don't even clean the house, they will take your deposit, they won't give it to you. So that's one of the pro of buying a home and the con of renting a home. So let's put that in mind. So buying a home also gives you some form of stability. So you know that whether you have a fixed mortgage or a variable mortgage, you know that whatever it is, even if you are variable, you know that for like how much you're going to pay. It gives you some kind of stability. You know, this is my amount I'm paying for mortgage. It's not the one that landlord will wake up one morning and tell you that he's increasing the rent by X number of amount, right? So buying a home gives you that kind of stability. You know how much your mortgage is going to be. Another pro for buying a house is that it gives you some form of, it's an investment. Because if you buy your house today, like let me take for example our house. Our house has increased in the last 1 year. It has increased by almost $50,000. And if you are doing home improvements, you do your backyard, you do your basement, you like change some amenities in the home. Let's say, for example, you decide to change your bathroom, whatever it is, it's an investment. So the amount on your house is increasing. You understand? It's appreciating. So that is another pro of owning a home. Your property is appreciating. So that's an investment for you as well. So now let's talk about the cons of owning a home, especially somewhere like Canada. The thing is that when you own a home, when you're buying a house, remember that you need to have like lawyer fee, like some closing fees. So if you go to a mortgage broker or you go to a realtor to buy a house and they tell you the house is $450,000, now that's not all that you're going to pay. You're going to pay property insurance, you're going to pay lawyer fee, you're going to pay so many other extra costs that comes with it. So those extra costs, those upfront extra costs that you have to pay is something that is a con. Some people are not aware, they are not ready for that, and they find that as, you know, an extra inconvenience for them. So yeah, that's one of the cons of buying a home. Another thing is maintenance and repair. You know that in Canada, labor is expensive. In fact, in Western world generally, labor is expensive. They charge you by the hour. In fact, if your fridge should spoil, by the time you talk to a person that will repair your fridge, they will first charge you consultation before they charge you for the thing that they will pay, that they will change in the fridge, before they now charge you for the workmanship, and the workmanship is always very expensive. So labor is expensive. So all those maintenance, you have to cut your lawn, you have to make sure that I know that in the UK your lawn cannot grow for a particular length. It's a crime for your lawn to grow above a particular length, and I think it's the same here for Canada as well. So all those maintenance that you have to put in your house, like for example now, let's say it snows, you have to rake snow, you have to pack snow. So all those costs, all those extra costs, there are some of the cons of not wanting to own a home. When you think about, I remember when I was renting, we didn't pay for heating, and I think heating was free. That's for the gas was free, right? So you don't pay for gas, so we can turn on the heater 24/7 and not be bothered. But since we moved to our own house, with the regulator, if there's nobody in the house, we'll put it low. We can on the heater for a couple of hours for the house to be warm. Once it's warm, like, off it. The house is well insulated, so once it's warm and it stays in for a while. So we just turn it off because we're trying to save money on bills. So yeah, those are one of the cons of owning a home: the extra cost, the maintenance and repairs that you have to deal with by yourself when you own a home. Now let me talk about some of the pros of renting a home. Now, one of the pros of renting a home is flexibility. You are not tied to anything. Like, for example, now, if I get a job because I live in Regina, if I get a job, let's say in Edmonton or in Vancouver, I'll start thinking about, how do I liquidate my home? Do I have to sell my home and all that? But if you are renting, nothing is holding you back. You can simply up and leave. So renting gives you that flexibility. You don't need to worry about anything. You can easily move if you want. That's one of the pros of renting a home. You are not worried about unnecessary attachments that are holding you back in a particular place where you have bought a home. Another pro of renting a home is responsibility. You have few responsibility. Nothing concerns sink block. If the sink block, all you need to do is call your landlord. Your landlord will come and fix the sink. Like in the apartment I was living in before, if your bulb die, all you need to do is call them. They'll come and change the bulb. Like, you are not bothered about anything. That's stress-free life is what you get when you rent. But when you own a home, now your wahala is your problem. You have to figure out how to maintain your home and all that. But with renting, you don't have all those wahala. It doesn't, like, even if it snows, you'll be sitting inside your home. They will carry tractor and come and clear all the snow away. You understand? The only thing they can tell you is that maybe move your car away so that they're able to clear snow. You don't have anything to worry about. See, that clearing snow is one of the dreadful things that I don't like doing. But as a homeowner, you don't have a choice. But if you are renting, what it concern you? They will come and clear the snow, So that's one of the pros of renting a home. You don't have all those unnecessary responsibilities. They will take care of it for you. Another thing about renting a home again is that you don't have so much upfront cost or even closing cost, nothing like that. Highest, they will tell you that you should pay 1 month's rent as deposit. And if you're able to maintain the home, clean it properly when you are living, if you put pictures on the wall, you cover them with putty and you paint over it and everything looks good, they will give you back your deposit. So you don't, like, all those extra unnecessary spending and all that, it's not your problem if you are renting. So that's another major pro of renting a home. So basically, whether you buy or rent basically depends on you. Depends on what works for you and your family. If you are coming to this country and you have like a good amount of drop down, like you came with your proof of fund, you have the money, and you have a long-term plan of staying where you are. Let's say, for example, you move to a province like Saskatchewan and you feel like, this is where I want to be. For sure, 100%, you can use your proof of fund, buy a home, and just be there, be paying equity into your home, so that if in the future you decide you want to go back to Africa, you can pull out that equity, take that money, go to Africa and buy whatever you want. So definitely, that is up to you. It depends on your long-term goals. It depends on your long-term goals and what works for you. But if you are coming to Canada and you plan to be here for a couple of years, maybe a few years, or you don't intend to stay in a particular place, you want to move around, or you're a student that you don't have like a full plan yet, or you are not a permanent resident yet, there's really no need buying a home, right? Renting might just be the best for you. So it basically depends on your long-term plans and what you intend to do. in the long run. But anyway, guys, I want you to leave in the comment section, share your ideas with me. Are you buying? Like, did you buy a home? Are you renting? Do you intend to buy? You know, what are your plans? Just share with us in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think it's easier to rent or to buy? Personally, when I came, I felt buying was the best because I'm in a foreign country. But right now I'm thinking about it and asking myself, should I have just rented a home? Because Saskatchewan here, I see they look, I'm like, say, oh no, why am I in the bush? You know, just like leaving Lagos and going to live in Mowe before. That's how I feel. But anyway, I want you to share in the comment section what are your thoughts? Do you prefer buying or do you prefer renting? Share with me in the comment section. I know a lot of people these days have been saying, oh, there are some home buyers remorse, things like that. Do I regret buying a home? I really don't know, but I just want to hear from you. Are you renting? Are you buying? What are your ideas? Do you feel like buying a home was a good decision? Do you feel like renting is the good decision? Please share with me in the comment section. I would like to hear from you. Thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for watching today's video. If you watched to this point, please do well to like the video. Please like the video. That helps the algorithm. My page has been struggling lots and I want you guys to show up for your girl. Please like the video, comment, just comment something, anything at all. Just comment something, even if it's just an emoji, even if it's just God bless you. Please comment, like the video, and share with your friends and loved one. And until we see again on the next one, have a nice day, guys. Bye.